Man, I wish I had gotten that. That's actually so funny because like
That's
it could have
so.
easily been misconstrued as that.
God. There were no signs.
There were no I plan on being here for not a long time, but have a good time
A
for
good
not a
time.
long time. Yeah. I literally said the saying earlier today. I can't remember what it was, but no, I don't plan on being on the company for long. No, I plan on being on this earth for as long as I'm allowed to be.
Damn straight. Every day above ground is a good day. Don't forget that.
Gang. There's this YouTuber follower I follow, and he ends every episode like, "You are beautiful. You are." Now he's like he like memes everyone, and he's really funny. But he'll be like, "Now remember, tomorrow is guaranteed. Like it's gonna get better." And I'm like, "Well, it's gonna get better, but tomorrow is definitely not guaranteed." I was like, "You're kind of spreading the wrong information there."
Yeah. It's not guaranteed. And it's not guaranteed it's gonna be better tomorrow either.
Yeah,
Could be
that too.
worse.
Yeah,
So
that's what we should spread. Be like, you know what? You think it's gonna get better? It won't. It'll get worse, and it's gonna keep getting worse. just
hope
just
core?
spread
No,
that.
just despair core.
Despair core is crazy. Oh my god. But we have to like set that BS up, and I was dealing with that, and some people were saying like, "Oh, it's gonna take you an hour." It's like it's gonna take so long, and that's like if you like review all the coverages. But I literally waived like majority of the coverages because I was like, I don't really need this.
Yeah, it's like when you're filling out your taxes, just like, oh, like, are you like head like a religious organization, or are you this, or are you that? And then I'm just like, no, this like applies to me. Just
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
going through
do you
it.
have a dependent? And I'm like, well, I'm my own. Like, I don't have a child or
Yeah,
anything, so I don't have to like think about any of that stuff, which is nice.
yeah. It's like, no, no, I'm single. Why are you asking?
The doctor is like, "So you sexual active? Why are you trying to clap?
Oh
Trying to
my
get this pipe,
god.
bro?
What's your filing status? Why are you asking? You trying to change that?
You trying to change that?" Oh my god, it's so funny. Um, yeah, I'm annoyed that I can't pull up these notes on my goddamn
Yeah, which
phone.
sucks because I wrote like a lot of notes.
I know. I'm just gonna take a photo of them so I can just look at them on my phone. Because I
Yeah,
can't also like zoom out on the notes. So like the one
you
image you
also,
added,
yeah.
it's a little harder to see. Well, actually, I can see it
Well,
now.
that's
Never
okay.
mind.
I can kind of run that one by you
Yeah.
later. Also, my Cubs take is not current anymore. Um, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, but
Well, one of us, as in Justin, is actually doing his job. Well, two of us of the three co-hosts are doing their job, and one of them,
is
who's
on vacation in
the third
Paris.
one, who is not here, who's in Paris. Actually, I don't know what her schedule is, like when she's supposed to be back. Um, is not here, nowhere to be found.
Mm.
I'm gonna check her location right now. Courtney, I'm checking your location right now. Do I have her location? Yep, she's in Paris, France. Wow, love that. Let's see where she is right now.
I'm in the most random location. You're in New York. She's in Paris. I'm in Portland.
Yeah, it looks
Just
like she's in a hotel, and I know exactly the hotel she's in. I like the name
you
of it.
stay there yourself or something?
I did stay in a hotel that I don't. She's really close to the Arc de Triomphe. I was not this close to the Arc de Triomphe.
Arc de
I say
Triomphe.
Triomphe. I was in like a really nice hotel, but not this.
My hotel was right across from like the Louvre. Well, not the Louvre.
Oh,
It
that's
was right.
sick.
It was right by Notre Dame. I guess it was across the river
Ooh.
from the Louvre.
Don't you mean Notre Dame?
I,
Notre Dame, baby.
I saw Notre Dame like before it burned down too. I saw the old Notre
Damn.
Dame. Yeah, like I was
Damn.
there, and then like a few months later it burned down. So I feel like that there's some sort of unfortunate connection there. I should probably just stay away from all sorts of ancient sites and stuff, just for the sake of the world.
I'm sending a photo of Courtney's hotel to her in our group chat. what's your excuse? I'm gonna say, I mean, like, it looks like it's daytime there, so just get some Wi-Fi, boy.
Oh
That's so good.
dang.
It's the Marriott. Looks like.
Oh, why are you staying at Marriott in Paris? I feel like you could stay in like. I mean, I can't complain. Where I stayed was like not very fun. Um,
I think it
but
also depends. I think it's probably different over there. Like, it's not going to be like your classic. I mean, like our hotel was really nice and it was like old, but it was like luxury old. It wasn't like old and run down like that. It just was like, yeah,
I,
it,
s-
it,
I
it was really nice.
I remember my hotel had like frozen dinners and like the vending machine. It was like weird to me. I was like weirded out
Damn.
by the whole thing. Um, and I was like, who's gonna like eat like pull up and like put money in,
Yeah.
eat like an expired like frozen lasagna for like their dinner when you're in like one of the biggest culinary cities in the world, like
Oh, but there are people who would do that though. That's the thing.
Quinn type of activities.
Yeah.
Um, but
Queen go to Venice and fall in the river, fall in the
the
fall in the canals.
lagoon.
Lagoon. Um, but yeah, Courtney is currently in Paris, France. So lucky. She's been traveling a lot, I feel like. Um,
Doing everything but being on pod.
I know she's like doing everything but writing shit. Because
Or just typing shit.
I gave Justin and Courtney like assignments to do basically every week. Not assignments, but like homework for the podcast. And Justin has been good and kept his word and actually gone over and beyond. Well, not like over and beyond or whatever it is. But
I have. Like I wrote like
I mean,
hella lines for this week.
yeah. I mean, you're just adding notes for the week, so that's good. But
I'm just typing
Courtney
shit.
has not done anything. Yeah, Justin's been truly just typing
Uh,
shit. Um, but
um, but
yeah,
yeah, welcome back to Second String Experts, guys. Courtney's gonna love this episode, and we will
episode
explain why in a little
65,
bit.
and we will explain why. And it's gonna be relevant. So, Courtney, you cannot hate. But we did discuss this a couple days ago about what our plan is. But I mean, it's not gonna be a
well,
huge
why don't we?
segment. It's literally gonna be one segment. But
No, no, it's just gonna be like one small segment. And it's really not even that big a deal, but it is still
no,
relevant because of the fact that it involves the national championship winning Indiana Hoosiers. Hoosiers who visited the White House
who visited the
a,
White
f-
House? Yeah.
a few days ago. I think it was yesterday, and it was like your
No, no,
typical.
it was a few days ago. It was a few days ago.
I thought it
Was
was
that?
I
Wait,
think it
today's
was.
Tuesday,
I
right?
thought it was today's Wednesday.
No, today's Wednesday. Oh my god, I'm tripping out, bro. I gotta stop
It
doing
was
drugs.
yesterday. Yeah.
It was yes. When did we
Uh,
talk about
uh,
this?
oh, when did
We
we didn't talk last night, did we?
no, it was the night before.
Oh, so it must have been Monday
I
then.
think it was Monday.
Okay.
That's why I was like, wait, because I know I know I didn't talk to you last night.
All my days are just blending in together.
Of
You know
course, my
how
phone
it
says
is.
yesterday because we were talking and it was like past midnight, so it makes sense. So it technically was yesterday.
But anyways, yeah, Indiana football, they visited the White House. There was a couple notable absences though, notably from Fernando Mendoza. And Trump made a big deal about Fernando not being there. He goes, "Oh, like Fernando, like I'm like mad that he's like not here, but he called me earlier just like say like what's up." And it's like he said that like he was not happy Fernando skipped the White House visit, but there's probably a good reason. It's
He did.
because Trump would want his Heisman Trophy.
Yeah.
But I mean, people get upset about these kind of things, and you know, you have to kind of consider the context, though. College football is a pretty conservative sport, I'd say. You have a lot of people from the South,
Yeah.
lot of guys that are like Jesus, God first. It's just ironic
Well,
that they're
Fernando's not like that.
it's just ironic that they're visiting like a president who's probably the least Christian out of all of the presidents that we've had.
But yeah, he
Like
claims to be religious and
he
everything.
claims to be the most religious, but
The most religious is the most accurate way to describe it too. Anything that Trump is, it's the most of whatever.
and what he is in reality is usually the opposite. So,
Yeah.
um, but it is tradition. It'll be interesting to see if like the Seahawks will attend because they haven't gotten a formal invitation yet. I'm under the impression that they said no,
When does
and
that invitation normally happen? Or like when does the Super Bowl champions usually go?
ideally when it's convenient for them. There's no real set time.
Oh, okay.
They usually like to have it coincide with a trip to play the Commanders or maybe even the Ravens
Oh,
too, just because it's
so
like
it'd be like
convenient.
the year after. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah, but like if you don't have it on the schedule, sometimes you have to like make your own trip out there. Uh,
It's crazy
like
how there's not gonna be any convenient times then.
it's like, oh, we can't fit into our schedule, sorry. And
Yeah.
in reality, though, that's probably what happened because I mean, it's the Seahawks. They're like they are representing a city that's like very opposed to like Trump's ideology. So
Yeah.
I could see them definitely skipping the Super Bowl just to save face a little bit.
Yeah.
Then again, like you do have players on that team that are definitely from the South and would probably not be opposed to visiting the White House. Uh, and also it is a special occasion, no matter like how you like like swing it. Um, like you to get like a behind the scenes look at the White House. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. But would I personally go? Not this time around. No. Um, and yeah, I'm just interested to see what your thoughts are on players that like skip the visit to the White House, or like, do you feel like you'd be obligated to go even though you don't like Trump, or what's your whole psyche behind it?
Well, one Fernando, he made a thing a few days ago before the White House visit where he said he wasn't gonna go because it came on like the first day of practices or like I forgot what it's called, like OPJs or whatever. What is it called? You know,
OTAs.
OTAs. It came on the first day of OTAs. So, um, and he's like as a rookie and someone who's not high up in the hierarchy, it's probably not a good look if I'm not there.
He's the quarterback.
Yeah, but he's a rookie too, so it's not like he's. I mean, he's already like their best, like one of their best players, but he's still a rookie. So like, I understand him like skipping out and going to the White House. Um, obviously, I don't know what he leans towards, but obviously he's
He's a Trump
very
guy. He's a Trump guy,
okay.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know he's super religious and like I mean every other word is God. So, um, but then again, Trump is the most religious person, so I guess I could see that connection. Um, Trump is Jesus, apparently. Um,
You see that AI photo of him as like dressed as like Jesus, but then he goes,
oh
"It's me as a doctor." Just like
yeah, it's like okay, but it's
I know
also
I
you when you're
know
schizophrenic.
I know a lot of doctors that dress like that.
um, it's like, sir, that's actually an orange. But he, so I understand Fernando not going. I actually have a lot of respect for people and players who are willing to stand up for what they believe, or like if they don't agree with the president, and so they don't attend. Um, I think there's probably a lot of players there who maybe support him or don't really have a ton of opinions on him, and so then they're willing to go, or they want to see the White House because like it is like an honor to go to the White House. So it's weird because like part of me is like, oh, it'd be cool just to go because when am I ever gonna get a chance to go to the White House and I should like be inside it and stuff. But at the same time, like my mom, I think would be disappointed.
Yeah.
So and so for like something like that, I think I would not attend. And I think I'd be okay. Like it's like, okay, am I ever gonna see the White House? Like ever be in it? No. Do most people not go in it? Yes. So like I think that's something I'd be willing to get over. Um, and then hey, maybe I'll go another time for another Super Bowl if there's another different
Yeah.
president that I don't disagree with everything they say. So
I mean, this has never been a debate up until like Trump came along. That's kind of like where it all started because
well, it's also because most presidents, even if you don't agree with them, are like respectful.
yeah, and chill.
Like they'll
And they're not
shake your hands after you lose a debate or whatever it is. They don't make like a big joke about it. So it's like easy to go even if you don't support them because it's like, okay, well, we disagree, but you're at least respectable.
right,
Gonna
right. Like you
feed us
go.
more than McDonald's.
I do wonder what they got to what they ended up eating because
Burger King.
I didn't really hear like any. No, that's when they visit Israel.
I feel like I feel like if you're hearing about the food, then it probably was not a good thing, which is the only reason why we heard about the McDonald's thing.
mm,
And if you're not hearing about it, then it was probably just like normal, whatever
normal
food.
like steak and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Uh, no, I wouldn't go personally. I understand why someone want to go because it's like a once in a lifetime kind of thing. I just can't get past like the politics aspect of it and the fact that like Trump is a horrible human being.
It's
Um,
just 'cause it's not even like the politics aspect too. It's like it's just like the human decency of a like it's just like the human aspect
right,
of it that I
right.
can't get
Like
past.
like I'd go visit like a Republican that's just like generic and like just normal. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't visit like a freaking Trump Republican that's like just out of their freaking mind
Yeah.
because it's like not nearly as fun. Like when Barack Obama was president, everyone was wanting to meet him. People were like hyped and stuff. Like he he had like a lot. He was also like a lot more suave and cool. Just because he's Obama, like he's still like respected even like as a former president. Like Anthony Edwards just
Mhm.
going up to him and just like trash talking
It's so funny.
him. uh, yeah, he's chill with like everyone. So like that's the kind of like leader you want to like hang out with on my end at least. I don't want someone that just like hates women, hates people that are different from him. I just don't want to be associated with someone like that. So
Plus, like, I mean, you see it all the time. If you are in a room with certain people, you're automatically associated with that person. So, like for example, there's a certain list that's out there right now, and there's a lot of names on there, but there's probably a lot of people on there that aren't necessarily guilty of anything, but you're kind of automatically associated with that type of thing.
mhm.
And there's a lot of examples like that just in life as well. And so, like, by going to the White House, you kind of, at least in this day and age, with who our president is, people start to associate you with that. I think back in the day, that wasn't the case. But for
Mhm.
some reason now, it's like, but also someone like Trump would probably take the opportunity to be like, oh, yeah, he's a supporter of me.
Yeah, to grandstand
um,
and
because if you, yeah,
try
like,
and
let's say
steal a
you,
trophy.
well, because like, let's say like you're Jalen Hurts. He didn't go to the White House, but let's say he went. He's the leader of that team. And sometimes someone gives a speech. Like, would he, if Trump like came up and was like, "Yo, give a speech," and like shook his hand, like would Jalen Hurts shake his hand and give a speech? Because people would automatically see that and probably associate with him with Trump or MAGA or whatever it is, conservatives. And Jalen Hurts obviously is very much
Ye
not that.
yeah, he's not
I mean, his entire team are women too.
well,
So
AJ Brown didn't go, like, so many of the bigger names didn't go to visit the
except
White
for
House,
Saquon,
except for
yeah,
Saquon, and it's interesting to me, like, the kinda, like, down year that he had in comparison to last year. I'm not saying that there's, like, a curse, but I would not be surprised to see Indiana football fall off a freaking cliff this upcoming season. Because obviously the Dodgers visited the White House and they were fine, but they're the Dodgers. Like, no one's gonna, like, stand against them, like, not
yeah.
with their freaking super team. But if you're, like, in football, don't visit the White House. There's, like, a curse right now with whoever visits him. He's gonna steal your trophies and stuff, and just, like, claim them as his own. So it's
I'm the best football
like
player in the world. We have to
like
bomb Venezuela.
like Saquon had such a big fall off like between 2024 and 2025. He went from 2,000 rushing yards to like a little over 1,000.
Yeah.
So that's a huge fall off, huge. And that's only after you start hanging out with Trump. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that there's like a curse, but
I, I don't know about that. I mean, there is the whole cover athlete Madden curse.
he might have had that working against him too. But for my narrative, there's a Trump curse.
For the narrative that I'm creating, like many of the Trump supporters would create. I feel like I can't like put too much heat on. I don't know. Actually, I can. I don't know what to think
We're
or
not
what to say
gonna
with
really
that.
post any of the politics stuff because it's just like
That is true.
it
It's just
brings the
evil.
wrong crowd. It brings the wrong crowd. Like
Well,
plus like sports is so much more conservative now than it was like 10 years ago
but also depends
because
on
we
the
went
sport.
well, yeah, 100%. Like basketball is way more liberal than
Yeah, yeah.
football, baseball, hockey. I mean, baseball and hockey are basically just like that's where like Republicans feel the most like comfortable. Football, you have a little bit more like variety, but still I'd say like 60-40 conservative.
But I was gonna say
And
the one sport we posted one clip of uh like martial arts, like UFC, MMA, and a lot of conservatives were in our comments.
yeah, I don't want
And I
that.
think that is like the one sport. Like I think it's a very interesting sport and I think it's entertaining. But like that's not a sport that I want to like come out with a hot take because those guys will come out of the woodwork.
100%. Like I don't like it's just kind of like a chauvinistic sport, if you know what that means.
I
Just
do not know what that means.
very like just masculine and or not just like I mean that's like men's sports in general, but like it's very like rah rah, like men are
Mm.
like amazing and like just kind of just glorifying themselves a little bit. Uh,
I mean, shit, we are.
uh, and yeah, UFC is just very conservative. I mean, it kind of makes it kind of it's weird because it's a very like diverse sport too. Like you have
But I
people
mean, look
from
at the guy that runs it, Dana White. Like,
yeah, but
bro is like Trump's side piece.
but he's not like he's like conservative, but he's not like Trump conservative in a lot of ways. He just likes to use Trump for his own gain in a way. Like this is 100% like
I guess that's kind of true.
non-mutual relationship. He's only really posting it for the clout or doing it for the clout.
I guess that is kind of true.
Because I think the UFC, like when we played that video game and stuff, they would post like a statement that said like Black Lives Matter, and like on their like
Oh.
front like when you open the game, they had a statement for like Black Lives Matter. So they're just like a diverse sport. Dana White's pretty flexible with his ideology, mainly for his like business end. Kind is what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, it's a very like diverse sport. You have like Russians, like
Oh yeah.
peop like South
Like the
Americans. Some of the better fighters are from foreign countries.
I was gonna say like the best fighters are from foreign countries.
They are like there's no like real dominant American force anymore. Which is perfectly fine because these guys are like beasts. Like
Yeah.
Khabib is just like insane. Was just insane.
That would be
Um,
like the scariest human to ever like face. Or like Kembo Slice, who I think is actually from the US, but he's also dead. So
I think he's from I thought he was from the Bahamas.
oh, he might be from Bahamas, yeah. But he's also not alive anymore.
Rest
So
in peace. Yeah, he was a freaking like beast in that video game.
oh my god, I know. I remember using him against someone who's slightly smaller, and it was just like 2 punches and like KO'd, and I was like, oh my god,
I remember I would use her like Dana White in that game too. It would just
just get fucking clapped. Because it's like if you could just time like 2 punches, you just fucked the other guy up. So especially if you're Kimbo Slice, whose like punching power was just stupid.
I would just like spam like leg kicks and stuff and just like end up just
Oh,
breaking my
dude.
like legs. Like that's how Seb would beat me.
The blocking of the leg kicks was so funny because you just get fucked from it.
Oh, that would suck in real life. But anywho, staying on the topic of college sports though, I have been chronically online the past couple of days,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been on TikToks, just kind of just doom scrolling, and I'll come across these live streams of these guys making tier lists for the upcoming season.
Oh
And
yeah.
they have all the usual teams that you expect in tier one, maybe some surprises too. Um, but they have Oregon tier two. And I have yet to hear from these guys why they think that's a good idea. Because I mentioned like Oregon's return, like their entire defensive line. Dante Moore's coming back. They got their running backs coming back. Where's their weakness? Why are they like tier one?
We got Evan Stewart back. We brought in Dylan Raiola. Like, I mean,
Evan Stewart's
yeah.
back. That's a huge addition. O
The
line's a
Courtney
little.
Moore is probably like one of the best receivers in the country.
Jamari Johnson is viewed as like a top tight end for this upcoming draft. So it's it's weird how we're not getting like any love from these like I don't know like live streamers. But then like every time I bring it up, I'm just like, oh, like Oregon, nah, they're not tier one. They're not tier one. It's like great explanation, dude.
And then the fact that they put like Ole Miss tier one, but then their reasoning is like, oh, the quarterback. And it's like, well, Dante Moore is literally like round one, pick one possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is Ole Miss quarterback that? Probably not. So like if you're literally like projected as possible first pick in the draft, you can't use that reasoning against you can't like that just doesn't make sense. Because I guarantee if Oregon played Ole Miss would not win.
100%. 100%. Like
And Ole
my
Miss is not a fucking tier one team.
no, no. My
They've
like
never
they
been.
lost Lane Kiffin. They lost
Yeah.
their coach. That they're like in like kind of like a weird state right now, I feel like. And
So
Texas
is
is
Lane Kiffin. Jesus.
Lane Kiffin's just chasing the bag anywhere he goes.
Bro's chasing the chicks too.
Yeah. Oh, is he? I hadn't heard about that.
I think it's Lane Kiffin that I'm thinking of. He's like always in girls' DMs.
I wouldn't be surprised. Those Southerners are a little they can be a little sus sometimes. They look it up.
Yeah, he's like in hella girls' DMs.
Dude,
And he like sends like shirtless photos to these like college girls and shit.
that's insane. 51-year-old man, by the way.
I know.
And let me guess, he probably like praises like Jesus on the daily too. Um,
Probably. He seems like he would be religious. Which being religious is not a problem, people, as we're saying. It just tends to there's just a tendency
it's
there.
no, just that like the hypocrites are, you know. Um,
Oh yeah,
but
there's a lot of hypocrisy there, but
yeah. Uh, and also like Lane Kiffin is just always chasing the bag. He is divorced though, so it's not like
oh
he's
yeah,
like,
I mean he's not doing anything wrong. It's just weird. Like he keeps getting exposed for these DMs, but it's like he just keeps going. Like bro just keeps shooting a shot, and I think he actually has probably piped some. But so it's just kind of funny.
which is just like not ethical at all to be doing. Like you are a big authority figure on your college campus, and you're
Yeah,
like uh God, I don't know, man. I feel like I think KU's former football coach got in trouble like that before too, back in the
really.
day. They had like a whole
Jesus.
like issue with him, and they ended up just like firing him. And I think one of the old Ole Miss coaches literally hired like an escort service too back in the day.
Jesus.
He had to be like he was fired too. Guess where he ended up?
Where? Like Bama or
Liberty
like Miami or
University.
something?
Liberty
Oh
University.
really?
Yeah. Just like
That's funny.
the like number one evangelical school in the entire country. And then I think he got hired by Auburn for a little bit after his stint there. So he was in timeout for a little bit. But
Yeah.
it's just kind of funny how these like Southern coaches just they they have like some scandal, but they never go away. Like they're just very persistent. Like, surprised
Yeah.
Urban Meyer doesn't have a job like right now, just because like
It is kind of wild how that works out. But I think it's just because like they're all like good coaches too. So I think that's probably why though too.
I mean, some of them are like Lane Kiffin is an okay coach. I wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
consider him a great coach.
Mm-hmm.
Bec- like because he's bounced around and he can't stay consistent with one program. He's always
Yeah.
having to rebuild from the ground up for like with hella resources too, mind you. Um, and ultimately, I think he's gonna end up in the NFL someday. But that's only because he's chasing that bag. Like he'll have like enough sustained success to get him to the next level. That's his whole career path the entire way. And once he's
And
in
you
the
know
NFL, he'll
he's gonna
reach his
take
peak.
over like yeah, and I feel like he's gonna end up taking over like a team like the Dolphins or something like just like not a very good team.
He'll take over a low tier team. He'll be given like a few years, and then he'll just like be let go and have to like kind of like start all over again somewhere else. Like maybe probably at the college level.
Yeah, I was
Uh,
gonna say I don't see him being like this big college or this big NFL quarterback that's like has a bunch of success.
you mean NFL coach?
Stand with what I said. He's a quarterback. Next, Patrick Mahomes.
No, that's still in
But yes,
Raiola.
NFL coach. Yeah,
No, I think that like there's levels to this shit. Like college, totally different from coaching in the NFL. Just don't believe me. Just see what happened to like Chip Kelly, Urban Meyer. Just some of these guys aren't built for that level.
the Chip Kelly fall off is crazy because like he like kind of revolutionized college. I mean, I don't know. Okay, maybe not revolutionized. That might be kind of dramatic, but he like changed the game in a way, and he made Oregon like insane. And like, I mean, we were so fat. Obviously, we still couldn't get it done, but we got very close to it. And then it just didn't translate in the NFL. And I understand why it didn't though too, because like in the NFL, everyone is like the top tier player on the field. Even the guys on the bench are like top tier. In college, like you got LaMichael James who can run like a 10-second 40-meter dash running down the field, and then he's going against maybe like a walk-on linebacker or something. So it's like there are like literally levels in college football.
Hmm.
And so like and the way he played, the way he had our team playing so fast, no huddle, worked really well in college, but I feel like that's not a strategy that works super well in the NFL unless you can get like really creative. But like I don't think you can just build like a full team of just speedsters in the NFL as easily because durability is so huge too.
Durability is a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get pretty worn out. The games are longer. Uh, there's more games in the season, and the philosophies are just so much more different. Like
Yeah.
if you try to do like a no huddle offense in the NFL, like it's happens in Madden, but that's Madden.
Yeah.
You can build like a no huddle offense that way, but it's tough to do that in the NFL. But he
Yeah.
caught a lot of other teams by surprise with that, and then when he came back to college football, everyone else figured it out by now how to like defend against that.
Yeah.
So that's why he didn't have like any success at UCLA. Also, partly because like UCLA's NIL program had changed, like had become a thing, and or wasn't really a thing for him in comparison to other like USC or Oregon. Uh, and like college football's just changed so much since when we were kids.
Yeah.
It's honestly insane. It's become its own like institution, and for better
And I
or
feel like
worse too.
yeah, a lot of worse,
Yeah.
we'll say. Mostly just with the money. But and then like then him being at Ohio State, it's like Ohio State's already just such a powerhouse program. Like he doesn't even have to like really put in that much work. I feel like
Hey, I mean, he got a ring out of it. He might be good as an offensive coordinator, though. He might be pretty,
yeah.
although it didn't pan out for the Oakland Raiders, but that's That's just kind of the Raiders.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I was gonna say, speaking of the Dolphins, Devon Achan just signed a 4-year, $68 million deal with the Dolphins.
That is actually a pretty solid deal. Not gonna lie.
And I was gonna say that's like not a ton of money, but
Like,
also like you have to stay with the Dolphins, bro.
I mean,
I mean,
hey,
he's
he's
literally now their like best player.
he's gonna get like a ton of reps. Yeah, like
Yeah,
he'll be fine. It does kind of suck that he's still there, and like we couldn't bring back Kenneth Walker for that kind of money.
yeah.
Kenneth Walker really just banked on his like Super Bowl run to get him a paycheck because he was not like that good during the regular season. But
And then he
because
joins the fucking Chiefs.
he gets Super Bowl MVP and joins the Chiefs. But it's okay. Sean's been raving to me about the new running back that we got. I feel like we're gonna be okay in that regard.
Oh
Plus,
yeah, yeah.
we got JSN. The defense just reloaded. We signed Dante Fowler Jr. to a good deal. It was like consistent
Mm-hmm.
presence in the NFL for the past 10 years. He's a little unk, but
So funny. Just the way you word that, just he's a little unk.
I
Oh my
I s
god.
I s I saw, like, someone say, like, on Instagram, like, mention that they were, like, 29. I forget the context of it, and someone replied just like, "Oh, bro's unk." And the
Oh
guy,
my
like, that made the
god.
original comment was like, "Does your mom know that, like, you're stealing her, like, jewelry, like, her, necklace and bracelets? Because you could see it in the photo." And all the
That's so
comments replying to
funny.
him were like, "Damn, you just, like, obliterated him."
Oh my god. That's actually so funny because I screenshot some comments on something that I saw that was so funny. I keep seeing. I mean, this can be like a quick tangent, but I keep seeing these like LeBron videos where it's just like LeBron just in the video, and people just take whatever LeBron's doing and then put "la" in front of it. And we've known about this,
Yeah.
but like there's one. So he was in a movie called The Trainwreck, which with Bill Hader and Amy, whatever her last name is.
Nice.
Um, I forgot her last name. Oh, Amy Schumer. Because I was like, it's not Amy Poehler, Amy Schumer, and Bill Hader is like this doctor, and LeBron is LeBron. And then like Bill Hader's having lunch with him, and like LeBron's talking about like I don't know if you've seen this scene, but like not paying for the food. And the top comment is La, fan, La financially responsible. And so I just love seeing that. And then this guy wrote, "It's so tough how he sets boundaries." It's just like it fucking kills me seeing these videos and like all these comments because it's so funny. I just love it.
Uh, you know
I just
what?
love that.
I think at this like whenever I see like LeBron hit like a jumper or like
Yeah,
do anything crazy, I just have this image in my mind of this one gif of this like fat black dude that's doing like a jump rope. I don't know if you've seen it before. He was like on the ground, like,
maybe.
and the caption is still got it. I'll send you the
Okay.
I'll see if I can find it. But yeah, just because it's just like it's literally oh, I can't find it. You know what? I'll pull it up on Google. But anyways, that's what I think of whenever I see like Curry or one of these like older players
Yeah,
still um like just drop like a bomb or whatever. Just do
yeah.
something crazy here.
Oh my! I'm looking at this one video where like LeBron's being interviewed, and it's like he almost like has his pants off, and he's like pulling them up. And one of the comments wrote "Brawny spawn point." And then
Bronny spawn point.
this guy wrote, "No, I wanted to see La meat,
Eliminate.
let Giant Slayer,
God.
let Hammer."
The hammer. Oh my god.
Oh, these are ridiculous, but they're so funny. All right, let's see.
I have one. The third leg.
Like, Ung still got it. It's so funny.
It's funnier
Just
in
the
GIF
comments are
form.
so funny.
Um, anyways, that was a fun tangent, but back to more football news slash drama. Tyreek Hill,
Babe, wake up.
new Tyreek Hill drama just dropped. uh,
This
uh,
fucking guy.
so to recap, he actually he wasn't the one that instigated this conversation. No, wait, no, he totally was. What am I saying? So
Was he?
this
Okay,
influencer,
yeah.
this OnlyFans model, who by the way is 6'1", 250 pounds. We will come back to the reason why that's relevant in a little bit. She signs her kid up for one of Tyreek Hill's football camps, and she goes to the first practice, and Tyreek Hill ends up DMing her because he's into her, and he just said like, just like, yo, like I think I'd make a good stepdad for some shit like that. Like that's legit what he said.
Yeah, I
Um,
know.
and apparently that worked because that's the kind of riz, like you don't really need to like try a whole lot when you're Tyreek Hill. So 5'10", by the way, but uh.
Also, these are the types of girls that like go for this type of dude. Like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
the types of girls that like go for athletes like that when it takes no effort at all is like very telling. But
Yeah.
anyways,
So he invites her over. She pulls up. They're running drills together, which I don't even know why they're doing this. Like that doesn't really sound like the kind of like thing that would get me to come over to the house. But um,
Schmooze.
anyways, so she she like they're like he's the quarterback. She's the guy, like the person rushing him, and she rushes up on him, and I guess that she tags him like pretty good, and he gets offended by it, and when they switch sides, he like just tackles her like really hard and breaks her leg. Now she doesn't know about this like initially, or it's like bearable enough to the point where they end up having sex twice after the fact. Uh, and then like she doesn't know that she doesn't know about it until like, the pain's persistent for a couple more days. She gets it checked out. She's got like a break. She ends up suing him, and I think they just settled out of court. So, but it's interesting that that's the kind of woman that Tyreek Hill goes for. He likes the giantesses. So
Bro, just trying to be a koala. She literally like out heights him and outweighs him. Like,
right. Like it's insane. It's insane to me that
bro, just trying to get dominated.
I guess like I'm guessing he must have like a giant woman fetish of some sort.
I just think. Oh no! Shoot, I just forgot. I had a point about this earlier, and I forgot what it was. But it's just funny because like they're both L's in my opinion. Like this girl is an L. Tyreek Hill has just been an L. Like since Tyreek was like drafted, he's been an L because like he had some accusations in college of him like beating up his girlfriend or something like that, and there's been other stuff since then. Part of me just feels like there's a lot of NFL football players that are just like insecure. Like they're insecure men who for some reason feel the need to put their hands on their girlfriends or some woman or something because it's like your initial reaction is just to punch this lady. Like what is wrong with you? And Tyreek Hill seems like he would be like somewhat insecure.
Mm-hmm.
He's not even short. Like 5'10" is not that small.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like obviously you and I are over 6 feet, so like it's small for us.
Thanks for
But
mentioning
like,
that.
I mean, we're pushing 5'9", but um, I've never understood.
Me versus Tyreek Hill. 6'1" versus 5'10", by the way.
You're still losing, by the way. um, but it's just funny. I just don't get it. I don't get it. And like, he seems like someone who would take something too personal. Like, she probably tagged him, and he probably realized, like, oh damn, this girl's probably like pretty fucking strong. And he like took offense to that, and then like tackled her. And it's just like, okay, dude, like, what are we doing?
Yeah, he's got a long history of just being horrible with women.
Yeah,
And he's not the only NFL player, sadly, who's been like that before. Um, but he's probably the one like most currently just consistently out here doing it and always getting in
yeah,
like situations like this that he brings on himself. So
yeah.
it's completely optional behavior,
And
by the way. Let the
I wonder why, out of all sports, football is the one that tends to have the aggressive dudes who
uh,
fight women
I'll
and
tell I'll
kids
tell
and
you
shit.
why.
Mm, mm. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you hit your head enough times, you can definitely lose it. Look at Antonio Brown. Look at all the other players with
Yeah,
CTE. You might not have like a full diagnosis of CTE, but you could have like a partial diagnosis of CTE
yeah.
or
So your
like
decision making then is maybe not
right,
great.
right. Or you could like have an undiagnosed version of it too and just not have like any
Mm-hmm.
testing done on it. Like
Damn.
Tua, I worry about his brain like further down the line. He's gonna have some rough years. It
Yeah.
yeah. Luckily though, it seems like he's stayed pretty straight and narrow on the right path. He's never really involved in any controversy. So that's good for
Well,
him.
yeah. I think Tua's just a good dude in general. I just don't like him that much, but
It's just like, yeah, he's a good dude. I just hate him.
because he's such a good dude.
But there's one more thing I wanted to talk about with football, and that is the Seahawks ownership it's kind of up in the air right now. There's
Mm-hmm.
potential suitors being dropped, um, like being name dropped, like Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Ballmer. There's other lesser known billionaires that are also expressing interest in it. Um, but those are all rumors, and publicly there's been no definitive person that's come out and said, "Oh, I'm very interested in buying the Seahawks."
Uh-huh.
Supposedly they're drawing less than expected interest is from the article that I read recently.
That is
And
interesting.
yeah, and it's funny that like all the comments in Reddit were like, "Well, yeah, like not a lot of people have like $9 billion to buy a team." Just like, yeah, no wonder there's less expected interest. Just like, yeah, like that's true. Like I bet like my money wouldn't be enough to buy a team. So
I thought it was gonna be like, well, yeah, no one wants to buy a team in Seattle. I thought it was gonna be like some shit like that.
well, that's it might just be that people are being frugal with their money, or there's not an ownership group coalescing. It's one of the two because gone are the days of just a billionaire outright buying a team himself or
Yeah,
herself, um, because of how much more expensive teams are. Like,
yeah,
and like with all the costs that are associated with it, like stadium maintenance, contract deals between sponsors, negotiations with city councils. Like, there's so many different like layers to owning a team that people just don't know about. It's not just like a billionaire just like shows up. It's like, oh, I get to watch like the team that I own. No, you have to like build an entire like front office team, like team to manage all these
yeah,
relationships. And so I'm guessing that that might be where the hangup is because Steve Ballmer obviously has like a lot of experience building like a sports franchise up. He's the only one on the list that would probably like afford a team outright with that experience.
yeah,
Zuckerberg and Bezos don't have that experience. And who knows if they're even interested in like the Seahawks. And it might have caused like a little angst in like Seattle because they're worried about them moving. They're not going to move.
yeah.
First of
There's
all,
no way.
there's
There's
no
no
way.
way.
First of all, it's too expensive to move the team. Second, where are you going to move them to? San Diego, not going to work. St.
Mm-hmm.
Louis, been there, done that. Portland, you have to build like a whole freaking stadium somewhere, and that's not gonna
Also,
happen.
it just wouldn't make sense. Like I feel like going to Portland would be like a lateral
It'd be a
movement.
downward move because it's just a
That
small
too.
market. It'd be like Seattle to OKC, but like a little better. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
someone's worried about them going to OKC. Like, here's the thing. It's hard to move a sports franchise when there's no stadium that's already built for that sports
Hmm.
franchise to the city that you're moving to. Uh, like, it's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry. I don't know what your thoughts are on this, but it is interesting to see like the future kind of in doubt.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a ton of thoughts on it. I just don't think it's gonna happen. I mean, I always like to name Steve Ballmer in there because like I do like him as I feel like he's actually an owner who cares. So like if he cared, then I think that'd be interesting. But in general, I don't think Seattle's gonna move, and I don't think it'd be a good decision for them to move. So
Who do you think will end up buying them in the end? Because someone threw out the Blazers owner, and I was like, run,
hopefully not.
run far away.
Unless
Like,
he makes like some crazy moves that like we're just not prepared for, because I keep thinking like, oh, he's like preparing for something, which I feel like it's not gonna happen. Um, no, but then again, he can't buy them outright, so he'd have to like have a bunch of partners.
he would. He's cheap too. He'd probably shake down Seattle, like renovate Lumen Field, even though it's a perfectly
Yeah,
good stadium.
yeah.
Like
And I
that
don't know if I'd want Mark Zuckerberg or Jeff Bezos because I feel like they wouldn't be invested in it.
they're Jeff Bezos moved to Florida. He's a little bit more removed from
Mhm.
Seattle in general. Uh than he was in the past. Mark Zuckerberg has no ties to Seattle. All he really has is
Yeah,
that he's from the West Coast.
yeah,
So it's kind of interesting that those two names were like thrown out there. I want like you want like someone local that's gonna like keep the team in town.
yeah,
That wants to actually build something. You don't want an out of state owner. Don't do what the Blazers did. They chose like probably like the worst person to be the majority owner of their team. And right now they're paying the price because they're trying to shake down City Hall for a ton of money to renovate the stadium. It's perfectly fine stadium. It's
we could have had Phil Knight in the Dodgers owner. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, but apparently they lowballed them, and they did the right move by trying to max out all the money that they could because they were going to
Yeah,
donate it to charity. Um, now it just sucks because our owner lives in Dallas. Well, if he moves the team to Austin, they're not going to move a team to Texas because there's 3 teams already in Texas.
yeah,
But
and God knows like, the women in San Antonio. Sheesh. Well, I actually had a question because I feel like like certain markets or certain cities in sports get shit on so much because their team isn't amazing. Like Portland, everyone just shits on Portland. If the Portland Trailblazers were like Golden State, like we had like that much success, people wouldn't be like, "Oh yeah, Portland's ass." People would be looking at that market like, "Oh, that's good."
Mhm.
Because like fucking Milwaukee, it's Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Like that's not a great market either. And so it's just like, but people don't look down on them as much. Or like Kansas City. Who the fuck wants to live there? No offense to my friends who do live in Kansas. And also I did live there. But it's just like out of all the places, but like people don't look down on Kansas City because they have such a good team. But everyone, anytime you mention Portland, it's like, oh, Portland's fucking trash, all this shit. Even with Seattle, it's just like, oh, Democrats, liberals, or whatever. But it's not necessarily the city as much. But like, I feel like a big part of it has to do with how good the team is in that city.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interplay of how well your team is managed too,
Yeah,
because like OKC, best team in the league. You're gonna tell me that all these players want to live in Oklahoma long
yeah,
term after their careers are over. There's no way.
yeah,
But they're successful. They built a franchise up. They made the right moves. they basically just like grew all their talent through the draft, and now they're probably gonna win the championship this year. So if you build it, they will come. That's
Yeah.
basically the mantra with a lot of
Yeah.
sports. The Chiefs are also like are an example because Patrick Mahomes drafted, Travis Kelce drafted, Chris Jones been there his whole career. All these players were built in Kansas City, and like when they're successful, they attract a lot of talent. Like Tyreek Hill, he ended up wanting to leave, but that's him. He thought he could be his own guy and live in the city they wanted to, and it didn't end up working out. So the grass is not always greener. You can build a championship winning team while being a small market. It's definitely possible. Look at San Antonio too. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like,
But the grass sure is damn green in Eugene.
hell yeah.
And Tyreek went to the Miami, and I mean he got a quarterback that was more accurate than Mahomes though. So apparently. Now,
uh,
would you rather be a like let's say you're in the NBA? Would you rather be a like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander where you're making like almost $200 million or something like that, let's say, but you live in OKC or you live in Milwaukee, or yeah, just one of those kind of shittier places, or would you rather be a like role player who's getting paid like maybe like 30 million, but you live in like LA or Miami or New York?
role player, low key, because first of all, a role player getting paid 30 million a year is insane.
Well, I just think of like Peyton Pritchard, not 30 million a year. Sorry, like maybe like your contract is like a 3 year, $30 million deal or something
Oh,
like
that's
that.
a little different.
Because like 30 million a year is like fucking Dame, almost like Dame levels. Like no, that's not.
Man, I guess I'll have to get ready to speak OKC because hey, at least I'll be on a good team. Like
Hey there, Mister.
average Oklahoma interaction.
Yeah.
What about you?
I mean, I like the idea of being like a role player in the league because it's like you can still make good money and like be in the 1% and everything, and you can like live in like LA or New York. But at the same time, like if I'm Shea, I'm making $150 million, and like I'm making like $50 million a year.
My team
I
is
think I'd be
winning.
and my team's good. I think I'd be okay being in OKC because it's like, all right, I'm building generational wealth. I'm not here that often. When I am here, it's like to hang out with your family or whatever. And then, but it's like off season, I'd probably go to LA or something like that or New York. And then if like once I retire,
He's from
I'll
Canada, by the
probably
way.
yeah. But like still, a lot of people have houses like in LA and stuff like that. Um, so I mean, maybe he's in like Toronto or Ontario or something like that. But and like
Good job
Toronto's pretty
fixing it.
nice.
Good job fixing it. Fix this for you.
um, but I don't know. Like I feel like I would take the star player just because like, you can build generational wealth. But it's like if you have a family and then they're settled in OKC, then that would be kind of tough.
Well, that's
But I'd
probably
still be like, I'm sorry, we're moving. I'm not trying to be here.
well, that's probably why like Dame is so content in Portland because he has a house in Portland, but I think he also travels to LA a lot during the summer.
Yeah, he has a
So
house in LA too.
yeah, he's kind of a lot of players like live in LA during the summer. So
Yeah.
they're not there long term. I feel like I'd be fine if I had like lived in like OKC or Milwaukee or Memphis, even though LeBron hates Memphis. Um,
I just feel like it'd be depressing. It's like you go on like a long road trip. You're like all over the country for like 10 days. Then you fly back to Oklahoma. You get out of the plane, it's flat. You drive to like your suburban house that's like just truly in the suburbs. It's not like a fucking like in
it's
the
pro-
hills like in
it's
LA
probably
or like a
it's
crazy
probably a
penthouse.
mansion though.
It's for
But
sure a mansion, but it's just like just the way property is in the Midwest compared to like the West Coast and East Coast, it's so different because you don't get like trees and like if you
it,
do have like you're truly in a neighborhood, you're truly in a suburb where houses are right next to each other, big houses, or there's just a bunch of land in between your houses. And so it's like, whereas LA, it's like close, but like you have walls and trees and bushes covering, and things are like, so it's like a little easier. You have more privacy. I feel like in the Midwest, you don't have as much privacy. So it's just like then you have to come home to that. And it's not like a bad life, obviously, but it's just like, I feel like it'd be a little depressing. Where it's like, I know like Peyton Pritchard lives in Boston. He lives like in a penthouse condo, like high rise. And so he comes home with like a nice view and shit. And I'm like that's fucking nice.
Yeah,
Like
that's
Aaron Judge lives like in Chelsea, like on the West Coast Highway, where he has like a nice view of the Hudson. Like he's probably lives in a super nice fucking place too. So
I mean, these guys are, but like at the top of their game. I mean, even Peyton Pritchard, like he was a sixth man of the year last year, so obviously you can like afford to kind of live
yeah,
wherever he wants. That's a little
yeah,
different from like a standard bench player in the NBA. But I think I'd still take OKC. The price values would
yeah.
probably be in the toilet, so it'd probably be a good deal.
Oh yeah, bro. You could get like a massive house for $1 million.
Yeah, it's not like it's how it is out here where it's you need like a million just to like even like think about getting a house in like Oswego. Um,
Yeah,
so yeah, that is the dream though, to have a house somewhere really nice. But we're
it'll
s-
happen.
we're several years removed from that. Um, any but let's talk about some basketball some more right now. So Wemby flagrant 2 the other night and got ejected. No fine or suspension. Do you think that was the right move?
Ejecting him, yes, for sure. Um, I feel like he should have been suspended a bit. Now I do know there was some physicality beforehand and throughout the series, but you know it's basketball. That's how you have to play Wemby. But him straight up doing the elbow is crazy because when Ron Artest elbowed James Harden, I think he was suspended for like 7 games or something.
Yeah.
His was a little bit more blatant, I feel like, but I feel like you at least suspend him for like 1 or 2 games because like that's a pretty bad dirty play.
Yeah. Yeah. That is pretty egregious. He also just like made eye contact with him before just like winding up and hitting
Yeah.
him.
And
Um,
obviously that like changes the series completely, but it's like, well then don't elbow him or make it more subtle, not as obvious.
they're just like defending him by saying like he's just getting hacked out all the time. It's like, yeah, like we understand that. But at the same time, there's no other way to defend this guy. And
True.
it doesn't excuse like hacking him, but other players get hacked at all the time too in their prime. Like, you think that people weren't trying to like body Shaq or other like really good bigs back in the day? You
I mean, like, bro, LeBron gets hacked all the time. He's one of the best superstars that gets just the refs just hold the whistle. They don't blow that whistle at all for him. He might not be getting hacked the same way as Wemby, but like you can't really put a body on Wemby without having some sort of physicality where that comes across as a foul.
yeah, yeah, it's there's no other way to like defend him.
And if you can be physical with him and get away with it, then that's good on you because like that's how a lot of great defenders and a lot of great players who are physical have been successful in the league where they can do shit like that and get away with it, but you can't like blatantly just elbow someone in the face. Like
Yeah.
that's like I feel like in any situation, if that's regular season, if that's any other player, that dude's getting suspended or at least fined like 50K or something,
The
which
fact that he
really
didn't
is
get
not
like
that
a
much.
severe
But
fine
no,
is
yeah, no
insane.
fine is crazy. I think.
Yeah, that should at least be a pound like the penalty that's applied. Because
Yeah.
at the same time, you can't really suspend him. He's like they're gonna be the face of the league, and doing so would definitely hurt the Spurs' chances in the playoffs because the Timberwolves definitely win uh the game 5. Sorry, I forgot where we were at. Um, but no, he didn't get suspended. Spurs come out and just trample the Timberwolves yesterday, which was honestly frustrating to watch because Anthony Edwards stepped up. He looked really good. Nas Reed looks really solid for him off the bench. Uh, but it led me like to think, does Ant, and I know that he's still early in his career, but do you think that Ant can win on the Timberwolves?
No, I feel like I've kind of had this thought for a while. Like I like the Timberwolves. I think they're fun to watch. I think Ant is amazing. I think he's super fun to watch. Like very much like face of the league type of player, and pretty soon. But he's not going to win one in Minnesota unless they do something different. Because like Julius Randle is not your answer. Rudy Gobert is not your answer. They're both good pieces in my opinion, but I do not think he can win with that team. Because like he has to single handedly carry that team on his back, and I don't think he's the type of player that can do that to the same extent that like Wemby or Jokic or like LeBron can do, or like a Giannis can do,
Mhm.
and that's partly because of their size. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think he can win one in Minnesota unless they make some changes. Because like I don't know how many years are we going on with like the very similar team where they get to the playoffs, have some success, but can't get it done.
I mean, they've been to the conference finals like twice in the past uh 2 years. Like something's gotta change.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
and I think they need another big that's better than Julius Randle.
yeah, 100%. Because he's been kind of just nothing throughout the entire series. Same thing with watching Gobert yesterday was so frustrating because he would just like get the ball past him and just like drop it. It was
Yeah,
hard to watch. Uh, but I think that Anthony Edwards can win a ring in Minnesota, but it requires going out there and trading for another star piece because Gobert is getting up there and he's not really fitting the mold of the modern center as well. Yeah, he can still defend, but against someone like Wemby, he definitely gets exposed against.
yeah,
And Julius Randle just a good piece to have, but he's not like great. You need someone like great as your number two option to win a ring. And right now, Anthony Edwards doesn't have that. So I think that they definitely will try and shake things up in the offseason. Do I hear Giannis sweepstakes? Perhaps.
it wouldn't be a bad fit. I mean, because that's the thing. Like, you don't even necessarily need like a great second option. You just need like a good enough second option that's reliable. And I feel like Julius Randle is not reliable. Like, I feel like he's too inconsistent. Gogurt obviously is not going to bring you any offense. Can't catch the ball, but he'll bring you defense. But again, he's getting old and he's does not fit the mold of the current big, like you said. So like, but he can like he's a piece that I would keep, especially if you can like replace Julius Randle. Because like, yeah, Julius Randle has moments where I'm like, oh shit, like he dropped 30 points, hit 6 threes, like that's great. He can't do that consistently though. Like
Hmm.
Ant can do that consistently. Giannis can drop 36 consistently. So it's just like you need more consistency, and I feel like that team has a lot of inconsistencies throughout. And so like yes, I think he can win in Minnesota, but they have to make moves, which I don't think they'll do, or I don't think they'll make the right big moves. And so that's why I don't think in general he'll end up winning anything there. But they'll always be good enough to compete for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think they'll be in the playoffs. They're kind of like the Blazers were with Dame and CJ,
Just better.
just better because they have had more playoff success.
Yeah.
But they're kind of just like stuck where they're not able to get over the hump. Um,
Yeah.
also the Blazers were kind of in that era where they had Steph Curry and Clay Thompson and KD to compete against, and it was like, all
And
right, well, might as well just not even try.
it was tough for the Blazers because like we had like a lot of good guards, but then like our bigs were fucking trash. Like the one year that we played really well, like Ennis Cantor was just like playing out of his mind, but like
Don't
that's
you
not a
mean
reliable big.
freedom?
I don't. I do not. I do not mean that actually. Don't you mean Meta Ennis Freedom World Peace Cantor?
God,
But and then we thought that would be that team was still good and ran it back, and had a lot of success there.
my
But
favorite Ennis freedom memory is when he became an American like 2 minutes later so that we shouldn't make fun of our country. Just like, okay, dude.
Bro, been a citizen for like 2 seconds. Doesn't know how to act.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
It's insane.
he's like right. He's like being he does have a legitimate gripe. He's being persecuted by his
Yeah,
government,
yeah.
uh, and that's all. That's not good, obviously. I mean, I don't know why I applied. That was like, good. But he like went from being like a guy that like stood for like freedom and like of his people to like kind of being like a right wing shill. So
Yeah.
this is kind of disappointing in him. But anywho, yeah. What else is going on in the sports world? I saw Cat the other day, not in an actual playoff game, but I saw him in the Devil Wears Prada too. And what's funny is that our friend Clay in our group chat brought up an interesting stat. Since appearing in the Devil Wears Prada 2, the Knicks are 3-0.
Bro's an
So
actor.
he's an actor.
And after all that, we won the championship. Oh my god, guys. I mean, hey, his acting was really great when
And
he said hi
yeah.
in the 1 second he was in there. It
Just
did feel very
1 second too
random.
long. Yeah, it did feel very
One
random.
second too long. Anytime you say cat, I just think of that video that I sent you with his tongue out. You know what I'm talking
Uh,
about?
I know what you're talking about, but I
Yeah.
still like associate Cat with like Minnesota more so than the Knicks, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it is weird because when I picture him, I don't think of the Knicks. Like I was like literally trying to think when I was talking about Anthony Edwards and like the pieces around him. I was like, because I was thinking like, oh, like Jalen Brunson. I was thinking about the Knicks, but I was like, who else is on that team? I like, forgot Cat was on that team. My second player I thought of was Josh Hart, who's like been on the team for like less. I feel like
Yeah.
so because I always forget about OG and I just forget about Cat too because I associate him with that team as well. I think if Minnesota had Cat right now over Julius Randle, they'd have more success.
Yeah, they probably shouldn't have traded him. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't really understand that, and obviously I think that like he fits well with the Knicks, but like I think I would take Cat over Julius Randle 10 out of 10 times. So like I don't understand why that move was made, but like I think if Minnesota had Cat right now, they would have more success than they currently have with Julius.
Yeah,
If it was
I
like a straight up swap, but
if it was a straight up swap, I think that they would at least probably better defense against someone like Wemby. Um, Not that Cat brings a lot of defense against Wemby, but he is a bigger body, so you
he
could
brings
probably
more consistency. That's the thing.
yeah.
Like Julius Randle is so inconsistent. Like he can score, he can drop 40, but he could also easily give you like 8. Where Cat will more consistently score and he can shoot better. He's more consistent. He's a bigger body that spreads the floor better, in my opinion. So
He's also been in a
that's what I'm
movie.
thinking. He's also been in the movie and he's also a little sus. He doesn't realize it.
Oh my
But
god,
yeah.
so funny. Anyways, what else do I have on the menu for today?
Don't know. I mean, the draft lottery just happened.
Yeah, yeah. So interesting how it all played out. I did not know this, but the Pacers have nothing to show for their terrible season last year, and it is because they decided to trade for Zubac, and they gave up Matherin and a couple picks. And they protected their pick by saying if it's like in the top 4, it goes to Indiana. If it's any other position, it goes to the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
And it was number 5. So that is a generational fumble right there because and for Zubac too. Like
I know. I mean, he cooks us, but still,
He cooks us, but like he's
it's not saying a lot though.
he's not worth like a top 5 pick in my opinion. That is crazy to me.
Well, dude, the Pacers fall off in the past year is crazy. Like I know Tyrese got hurt, but like I didn't expect him to fall off a cliff like this.
Yeah, they just got crumbled, dude. They're it's insane.
And so now the Wizards have the number 1 pick, and obviously that dude from BYU, people are thinking that he's probably gonna be projected first pick. What's his name again?
AJ DeBonsta.
Okay, AJ. I wanted to say, like VJ, the guy on the Sixers or whatever his name is,
Yeah, I'll
but
pronounce
the
it
guy
right.
on BYU. What?
I think I DeBonsta. Yeah, I pronounced it right. All right, hell yeah.
Okay. Well, so now like you're taught to not react to the first pick. And he kind of had like a little moment where he looked like he kind of rolled his eyes, or he was like, he looked a little disappointed with the Wizards being the first pick. And then now there's a clip of him. I don't know if you saw this, training, and he missed like four or five threes in a row, which is kind of unlike him. And then he finally hit one, and then missed a few more. And so people are like, oh, he's trying to tank his draft stock so he doesn't get drafted there. Because if he went to Utah, that's a pretty nice team.
That's
But the
scary.
Wizards, yeah, I don't want him to go to Utah. That could be a scary fucking team. But Wizards, like, yeah, you have Trey, but like that's still kind of assy.
Yeah, you have Trey, you got Alex Sarr, who's kind of a rising star for them. You got Trey Johnson. There's pieces in on the Wizards too, not like as good pieces on the Jazz. He's also wanted to stay because he's from uh or he went to school in BYU, so obviously that's probably why he wants to stay.
Yeah,
Uh so it will be interesting how it all plays out because he's come out and said his preference is to remain in Utah and get drafted by the Jazz. So maybe he's taking his draft value.
yeah.
Wouldn't be the
Well, do you
first.
think? But also, there's been a thought where do the Wizards trade their first round pick to then get 2 first round picks? I mean, do they trade their first overall pick to then just get 2 overall first round picks?
If you can swing it somehow, I would probably do that because
Yeah.
it does suck because look, it's gotta have like a level of professionalism with these teams. I feel like if you're a young player out of college and you're looking to be drafted, back in the day, you just kind of went wherever you were drafted to.
Hmm.
Now it's like, I am not going to show up to training camp if I'm drafted by this team. People have said that
Yeah.
about the Hawks in the past years. Like when they had the number 1 pick, they said, I'm not going to play for the Hawks if they're drafted. And they end up like going number 2 overall. Now, like players can control their draft positions. I don't think that's very cool because imagine if the Blazers won the lottery a few years ago, the Wemby lottery, and Wemby came out and said, "Yeah, I want to play in San Antonio. I want to play for the Blazers," and they end up being in the same position that they are now, maybe with Brandon Miller. Who knows? But it's just wrong. You know, like it's just not like how it used to be.
And I'm here for players like standing for business, doing what they want to do, and like because it's their lives. But there also comes a certain point, I feel like, where it's like, okay, like if you're projected first pick overall, and that's a team that's gonna do it, like you're gonna get selected by that team. Like you
Mhm,
shouldn't like. I understand it's a business, and like there is a whole thing where like players don't want the NBA brand or the NFL brand to like take over them, and you want to like have a sense of self in that way. But at the same time, it's like you kind of have to respect it when it comes to certain things. And like so it's like you want to give the players power, but at the same time, like the league overall has the power and it's a business.
mhm.
So like I don't know, it's really tough because it's like you want to be respectful of these players and it's like, oh yeah, power to you, whatever. Like have the power, but like we've seen in the college how these players have almost too much power because of
Mhm.
the NIL deals. And then with the NFL and the NBA, it's like, is that a great look? Like if they can fully control that, like I mean, you have in the NFL, you had Deion Sanders coming out saying like, "Oh yeah, Shador won't play for these teams, won't play for these teams," and all these teams passed him up, and then eventually Cleveland's like, "Yeah, no, fuck that, we're drafting you."
Yeah.
And then like LeVar Ball was like, "Nah, my son's not playing for these teams. He's gonna play for these teams," and it's like, yeah, you don't have control over that, bro.
Mhm. Yeah, I wouldn't feel right saying like, "Oh, I only wanna play for Portland," or, "I only wanna play for Seattle," or, like, LA or whatever. I'm going where I'm drafted. I mean, just look at my
Yeah,
freaking 2K player. Do you think I wanna get picked by the Bulls? No, Bulls honestly should have had the number 1 pick this year because they're terrible,
but
but
like Chicago would be kind of fun to live in,
it would
but
be fun
like,
it would be fun to live in. My player's, like, just in hell, though, in terms of team-wise and stuff, but
and so that's the thing. Like, I think it's okay to come out and say like, "Oh, you can say your preferences." Like, obviously for AJ, it's like, yeah, I go to BYU or went to BYU. Like, being in the state of Utah would be kind of cool. Like, I'd like that. With Jazz having the second pick and like with me projected top one, top two, top one, it's like, okay, yeah, it'd be nice to stay here, like preferably. But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, you don't have that control. So it's like if you get drafted by uh that team, Jazz or Pacers or whoever it is, then it's like, all right, yeah,
Mhm.
you kind of just have to accept it.
Yeah, you can say
Um,
publicly,
yeah,
I'd like to play for this team or this team or this team," and then just kinda just keep your mouth shut about the rest. So,
yeah.
I think that's appropriate.
But if you literally come out and just say like, I do not want to play for the Wizards, and then they draft you, that's a fucking bad look. And then it's just like, then if you're in like the front office and you're drafting this guy who just outright said, I don't want to be here. It's like, okay, yeah, I understand. Like we are like the worst team in the league. Like I understand you don't want to be here, but we want to draft you, like because the goal is to turn our team around.
Mhm,
But it's just like then you come in, well that's part of the reason why I don't want Portland to like trade for some of these dudes because I'm like I remember back in the day when Ben Simmons was still like a thing, and there was talks for him coming to Portland, and I'm like, I don't want him to come to Portland because he's not gonna want to be here.
mhm.
Like that dude's kind of a diva. I feel like he's not gonna care. So like, what the hell?
We dodged a massive bullet with that
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Same
Yeah.
thing with Anthony Davis. Like, I don't think I'd want him in Portland because I don't think he'd want to be here. Even though I think he's more likable than Ben Simmons, but it's just like I wouldn't want to draft a player who just want to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you just gotta hope that they're gonna be professional about it.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, that's really, like, all that,
professional and open
matters.
minded. I feel like I'd come in with an open mind. Like if I'm in that scenario, like a lot of the things I do, like currently, I actually I don't want to explain that. There's a lot of things I've done where I'm like, okay, well, if the outcome's not how I want it, at least I learned, or at least I was able to like build on this. And I think that's the mindset I would have if I was AJ. I'd be like, yeah, you know what? Like, I don't want to be in Washington, but you know what? Number one overall pick. Like, there's some pieces here. Maybe we'll have some small success, and then it's like also probably maybe a little bit less pressure on you too. I don't know.
100%. Yeah, you go to a smaller market, there's less pressure on you versus if you go to New York or LA, it's like, okay, we're gonna be in, like, social media posts every single day.
Yeah, and if
So,
you're not doing well,
yeah, they're gonna get freaking roasted. Like, DeAndre Ayton got just obliterated by the commentary the other night.
bro, DeAndre Ayton,
Yeah,
he's not gonna be a Laker next year, and I don't know who's gonna fucking sign that guy.
he is on major fraud watch. Uh,
I'm so annoyed because when we traded Nurk for him, I was thinking like Aiton's gonna come to Portland. He's gonna be different. Like
same
all
old
these
Ayton.
yeah, all the Phoenix fans were like warning us, like, oh, Aiton's like he's Aiton, like the way he plays. He's definitely not dominating as he says. Um, and he comes to Portland, and I'm like, oh, he looks excited. I'm like, okay, let's go. This is a big like this is what we need. And at first, there's like moments where I'm like, okay, he looks good, he's dominating, and then it just gets to the point where it's like, okay, no, he's just not it. And
Yeah,
so I had such high hopes, thinking he'd turn it around, and then now he's with the Lakers, and he can't catch the ball for shit, and he's just not it. He can't rebound. Like
no,
I'm like, oh my god, dude. Then he goes out and gets a chain, massive chain that says dominating. And it's like, bro, you can't keep saying you're dominating when you are literally just not that.
yeah, it's
Like you're not Dwight Howard, bro.
he has a lot of physical talent too. He could definitely dominate, but he
Yeah,
lacks the drive to be that player. And it's such a waste. He's a bust. He's
yeah,
100% a bust because he's had no real injury obstacles for him. He's had all sorts of opportunities on good teams, or not really important on Portland's case, but in Portland, he had the opportunity to be that guy. And he's blown it all. He's blown it all. So he is the definition of a bust. There's no, like, you can debate, oh, like this player was injured, like was he really a bust? He has not had any chronic long-term injuries. He is a bust 100%.
yeah. Because I feel like you can define bust in such certain ways. Like obviously, like Greg Oden was a bust because he got hurt so much. Zion Williamson's kind of considered a bust because some injuries, and then like he had some weight issues. But then overall, he's decent. I don't think he'll be a bust in the end. Ben Simmons definitely a bust because he doesn't even like play anymore. But DeAndre Ayton, like you said, no real like injury problems that are like causing him to not play. Like the only thing that's not allowing him to get to where he needs to be is like his lack of effort. Like he just does not have the effort.
It's low effort, no energy, no drive. And he's coming out here making statements like, oh, I'm dominating, getting the big chain. Dude, you look so corny. It's it's really sad in a
Because it's
way.
frustrating because you see moments where he does have like a 30, 15 point game, 30 points and 15 rebounds and maybe 3 blocks. And you're like, so you can do this.
Right.
You just don't.
Unbelievable.
So
Very
he's
he's
very frustrating to watch.
he's a bust. He's a bust.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
God, oh my God. Moving on. Let's talk about some baseball because I feel like I have a lot of basketball written here that I
Oh
feel like we
god, I
need to
mean,
really cover. Um,
speaking of like not busts, but like players who are not playing fucking well, Cal Raleigh was 0 for 36 in the past like 6 games or whatever it is. He finally got a hit today, so he
he
didn't
got 2 hits
catch.
yesterday.
Oh, was it yesterday or today?
Yesterday. There's a game going on right
Oh.
now.
Oh, okay. Some reason I got a notification. Oh, I think it was last night that I got a notification. Again, I thought we talked yesterday, but we didn't.
Yeah.
Um, or not
Me when I'm
technically, but
schizophrenic.
yeah.
Literally.
Um, but Cal Raleigh was 0 for 36 on like during like for like a 6 game stretch. Obviously, like very bad. It's early on, but to like go from what he was doing last year to now, it's a crazy drop off. And then the fact that they were bringing up the dude who holds the record, who was like 0 for 54, they're bringing up. They're like, oh, this is like a real possibility now. And it's like, oh my god, thank God he got 2 hits yesterday. But that is not a record you want to be in.
Yeah.
Talks of,
Yeah. The fall off is what's interesting to me because
yeah.
obviously we probably didn't expect him to replicate the kind of numbers they had in the from last year. But to have it be such a drastic drop off to the point where he's not even batting above the Mendoza line is just insane to me. He apparently he broke the curse by showering with his jersey on the night before last. Like Logan Gilbert gave him
Hmm.
that idea. Um,
Hmm.
and it worked because he broke it the next day.
Yeah.
So he had the second worst average for a long time, and that's what's great. That's what was holding the team back from getting like in a lot of their losses, like getting swept by the Royals, losing that series with the White Sox. if we have not like exactly the Cal Raleigh from last year, but like the Cal Raleigh from seasons past, where maybe he's putting like 30 home runs up in a season, like he used to, we're probably winning some of those games.
Mm-hmm.
So he's also been dealing with a lingering injury. Like he's got his right, I think his right flank has been causing him a lot of discomfort, but still,
Yeah.
unbelievable fall off. And hopefully he can right this course, go on a run. But right now the team is definitely being held back because of his play.
Because I thought he'd at least have like 10 home runs by now,
He
or at
should.
least, yeah. Like I'm not expecting him to be the league leader, but I mean, last year he was a league leader, obviously, and for most of the season he was. So I would, I think early on in the season he was a league leader. So I would expect him to have at least 10 by now. And like the fact that like Julio's outbatting him is crazy.
Yeah, Julio's ahead of
Because Julio
schedule.
sucks in the start, but like Julio has like 7 home runs right now, so I'm happy with it.
Yeah, Julio's batting well. Randy's batting well.
I feel like Josh Naylor's batting a little bit better now.
He's batting well now. Like Luke Raley's kind of come out of nowhere.
Kenzone had a grand slam last
salami,
night.
Italian noises,
Mozzarella grand salami.
Just reminded of like this like picture of like Tony Soprano and like another Italian guy just like make it just like cheering and just like Italian noises as the caption.
Italian noises. Just thinking about his home in Sicily. Funny how like I amuse you.
Funny like a clown.
Funny.
No, what's so goddamn funny?
Tell me, dance.
So
good.
But yeah, Mariners, they should right the course. Get playing against the Astros, especially like this year's Astros, especially, is a good way to get back on track. I'll just say that.
I just love how we have like a 7-game win streak against the Astros. Like they just cannot beat us. Knock on wood, because we're playing them right now.
Yeah,
we're up at 1 run.
Yeah, I was gonna say like we're only up by 1 run. Let's chill a little bit. But Bryce Miller's pitching this game, so that's yeah. Which brings me to my next point: 6-man rotation for the Mariners, cause our cup runneth over with good pitchers, good starting pitchers. We now have to run a 6-man rotation, and at first I was like, "Cool, this is sick," but I read or I was listening to the radio and I heard them talking about like why this might not be a good idea. Because I'm an old man, I listen to the radio for all my baseball games now.
But it's like honestly, baseball radio is like the best way to experience it. It's one of the best top tier ways to experience it.
It's an amazing way to experience it. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like if
takes me back to the old country.
If it was like 80 years ago, I'd be sitting on like a stoop, like in front of my house, just listening to the radio in like New York with some of the other neighborhood men, just like talking about sports and our wives, and like
setting up the antenna, hitting the fucking thing, because you're like,
yeah,
God damn it.
Yeah, God dang it.
Working.
God dang it. Probably have like a hat or like an overcoat, just smoking a cigarette and just knowing I'm probably get like COPD in the future.
Did he say Bobby Huckleberry just hit a home run? God damn it.
God dang it. Bro's batting like 200. That's amazing.
Yeah. 80-mile-per-hour fastball. What? We've never seen that before.
Oh my God. God, his sinker is 50 miles per hour.
Who's this Jackie Robinson guy?
Oh
He's
my
cooking
God.
us.
All right.
Hey, I didn't say anything bad.
I'm feeling you might be going there though.
Yeah, I was. That's why I didn't go there. Because I was gonna say something not bad, but it was just like, all right, that probably wouldn't sound great. So, anyways, let's move on.
All right, yeah. I started to watch that 482 movie. I've been watching like clips of it on TikTok. Just like we're like the
Total Parts 55. Post part 55. Where's part? Tag me 155. Part 55.
They never put it in the right order. Oh, it's so annoying. God. Or they'll just like move to like another movie whatsoever in the next movie. I'm
And so then you have to scroll through and find
just like,
it.
dude. Or then like now they're having like disembodied AI voice in the background like explain what's going on. I'm just like, okay,
Oh my
thank you.
god. Okay, I'm sorry. Look, quite small tangent with that. I hate so much when I go to watch a video that's like top moments. Like recently, we were talking about the 2011 Dallas Mavericks championship run. So I wanted to watch like highlights of that run because I was like,
Mhm.
it just been so long since I've seen it. Um, and I wasn't fully aware. I feel like at the time, as much.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's been so long. It's been 15 years. So I went to go watch, and it was like, oh, highlights of Dirk Nowitzki's run, and the video starts out with like, oh, this is Dirk Nowitzki's like 2011 championship run, like this play he does this, let's watch it, and then it breaks it down, or like he shows the play, and he's like, oh, second play. It's like I don't need someone to be like narrating this, just like just have the title of the goddamn YouTube video, and then just have the plays. I don't need
Yeah.
someone in the back because I'll do that with like funny Theo Vaughn clips or like Shane Gillis clips, and it's like, oh, here's a funny clip of Theo Vaughn or Shane Gillis talking to Theo Vaughn, and then it shows the clip, and then it's like, no, here's another funny clip of him talking to like Mark Norman or whatever. I'm like, you don't need to narrate it, bro. So then I just click off the video. So that just remind me of like when there's an AI voice in something, you're like, fuck off.
It's funny when like you see like obvious AI like creators, like AI bots with their own account, and like there's this one like AI like story that like apparently just like circulates around their circles and like freaks them out about like a woman that used to like clean like graveyards and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
someone like the top comment of this video was like how the AI creators talk about this girl, and just like Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob around the fire, just Mr. Krabs is looking angry, just like just telling like a scary story.
God,
uh,
chat, are we cooked?
we are cooked. It is taking our job and ruining our For You page. Something needs to be
Taking our
done.
goddamn jobs.
But anyways, tangent time. Back to our regularly scheduled program. Um, Bench Castillo. You don't need a 6-man rotation because
Yeah.
it is way too long between appearances. You can come out and look flat.
Yeah.
And especially not for Castillo, who's posted an 8.03 ERA in the
So bad.
month of April. Something's gotta be done about that. Go to the bullpen. If you're not getting it done as a starter, like, look, we're not gonna send you down. We have way too much respect for how long you've been in the league, but my God, man, like this is such a fall off.
But there also comes a certain point where it's like, okay, if he's like not benefiting us, like I understand you have like the seniority and you've been here, but it's like if you're making us like worse, then he shouldn't be in the game.
Yeah, yeah, but at the same time, he should still be given an opportunity to perform in the bullpen.
I mean, he's a starter. He's still a starting caliber pitcher, obviously, but it's just like, yeah, be a starter, just not on my team.
I heard the Astros might need help.
But don't go to the Astros. Don't go to a division rival, please.
God, it would suck if you went to
But
the
then again,
if you got
I don't think he would make that team much better. So no offense.
it would suck if you got traded to the Astros and then just like went freaking crazy.
But I could see that happening. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's a risky run. That's why you never want to trade in your division.
Because he'd automatically be their like second best pitcher.
100%.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. So it's like okay.
Yeah. That we can't have that. We can't have you have nice things. Um,
That's actually the one nice thing when like if you're ever playing the show and you're going through like if you're going online or something, you like you're checking out all the pitching, like obviously like the Red Sox have Garrett Crochet and it's like 99 overall, and then the next best player is like a fucking 79 or something, and it's like you see so many of those situations. Now I mean with the Dodgers, you like everyone's a fucking like 95 and above, um, but the Mariners, it's like Brian Wu 93, Logan Gilbert or George Kirby 91, like 89. then like the lowest guy's like 81 or something like that. I'm like, that's pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we have a nice pitching room.
Pick your poison there, like
Yeah,
because they all got like really good specialties and stuff.
yeah. Like
So
Ryan Wu's fastball.
Brian was fastball. It's more like a two seam sometimes, but George Kirby's
Still a
control
fastball.
is really good. Logan
Yeah,
Gilbert's a
bro does
good
not walk
all
people.
around all around pitcher. Um, and yeah, like Cade Anderson, dude, he's shot
Oh
up
my
in the
god.
rankings. Like he's now a top 10 prospect in all baseball. And it's only
Because isn't his ERA like insane right now?
he's
It's like
just
0.6 or something.
it's something ridiculous. Like he's gonna be called up soon. Like
Well, then at that point, we definitely gotta move Castillo.
yeah,
Because
yeah, something's got we
what if he comes in and he's like a Paul Skeens type of player, like
he's
when Paul Skeens got called up?
he's trending that direction. Like he is legit just dominating double A. And we'll see what happens
Because
with
was
triple A,
Paul?
but I feel like
Yeah,
that's not that too big of a leap for him if he's just like that crazy like that. These are video
well,
game numbers.
Was Paul Skeens dominating double in AAA, or did he not even go to AAA? Do you know?
I know he spent some time in the minor leagues.
Yeah,
Because
because he must have been playing well.
yeah, he was in the farm system for just one season. So he made his like MLB debut just pretty fast. Like that's where Cade Anderson's kind of trending.
Yeah,
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see like if how fast they bring him up because he's Skeens level talent. He's Cy Young level talent.
yeah. When do you think we'll call up Cole Emerson? So we already
Uh,
signed him to a deal.
good question. I honestly don't know the answer to that because
Because I think he's been pretty solid too.
he's been solid, but not like oh you have to be called up like right now. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
weird that they didn't call him up for when Brendan Dawman was injured. That would
Uh huh.
probably have been the time to call him up. But at the
You
same
can always move him down too.
yeah, you can always move him back down. Uh it I don't know. If they haven't called him up yet, I don't know when they're gonna call him up. Maybe if like something drastic happens to the rest of the infield, like JP gets hurt, then I could
Yeah.
see. I'm guessing that his dominant position must be shortstop because he plays shortstop and third base. I'm
Mm-hmm.
guessing he's just a better shortstop player. Now, obviously, I don't know. Like, I don't watch the minor league games, but
Yeah,
that's
And
my
JP's
theory.
a pretty solid shortstop too. So
Yeah, he's got the longevity too. He's got seniority. Um, but yeah, yeah. So it'll be interesting to see. The Mariners have a decent future. Like, Cole Emerson's like number 4, I think, in the new minor league rankings, and
hell
Cade
yeah.
Anderson is number 9. So that's how fast he's like
Man,
exploded to the top. So
it's crazy. What's crazy is that Paul Skeens obviously not, and you know how it's like his first game was really bad. His ERA was like 67.5 or something. His ERA now is like under 2.
jeez,
It's like 1.9 or something.
insane.
Bro's just a monster.
Oh man.
um,
Well, let's see what else I mentioned today. We don't have to talk about like a lot of this other stuff on here. Because I know we're kind of like going crazy with the time, and I have to
yeah,
eat and then go to bed because I wake up super early tomorrow.
I'm getting tired too.
One more thing though. So know how we were saying like, oh, like why would they trade Morikami? He's
Mm-hmm.
apparently on a 2-year contract. So that kind of changes the
Oh,
calculus a little bit because
yeah,
if you can't sign him to a long-term deal, you might as well just like find what you can get for him because
yeah,
he's just been on like that kind of tear. But same time, like you need him to re-sign with the White Sox long term because he's an asset that you can't afford to lose. So try and sign him first. But I understand when people were like, oh, well, like the reason why they traded him is because he's on a 2-year contract. It's like, oh, well, when you put it like that, that makes a lot more sense.
yeah, yeah. He's a monster. He hasn't hit a home run for me in a little while. I feel like
I think he hit a home run against the Mariners. So,
Oh yeah, he did.
he hasn't
But
done a whole lot for me lately. Just like, shut up.
still
Like,
been too long.
we're now tied, I think, in the league. I, of course,
Yeah, but I have a 67% chance of making the playoffs now.
oh, look at me. I have a 70% chance of making the playoffs, but your
Yeah.
percentage is better because of the number.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, you've given up the most amount of points.
I've also put up the most amount of points, which is
Yeah.
just like so typical.
It's so funny.
God, Tommy's put up like the least amount of points, and he's number 4.
But he's also given up the least amount of points.
God, why can't I have that kind of luck? Like, why can't I ever have something like that?
I
Like,
know Tom's kind of lucky to be winning right now, honestly.
yeah,
But then again, like no one else has been that good.
yeah, like Drew, I'm really
Quinn's
surprised that he's
team
fallen off.
fucking terrible.
Quinn's is terrible at just fantasy in general. Occasionally he'll win against me, and I'll just be very shocked. But yeah, so I'm actually gonna go to the UFO festival in 2 days and see Quinn.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm gonna see
see that fraud? See that fraudulent man?
see that fraudulent man. Ask Drew if he's keeping it tight.
Watch Quinn fall in the hole.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring Sean too, and I'm just gonna
Hell
because he's
yeah.
into the whole alien thing, so should
Mhm.
be a lot of fun.
Hell yeah. Well, I am down to call it then.
Yep, I am too.
I think I think I got a thumbnail earlier. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think I did. Whatever. I can find
Whatever,
one.
we'll find one. Yeah.
Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Second String Experts. I'm curious if Courtney will be back by the time we get to the special episode in 2 weeks.
Until then, she's on the bench.
She never left. That'd been kind of cool if she hopped on and she was like in Paris. But
She was in Paris in the middle of our. Anyways,
clearly she's not that dedicated to this. But, and I'll let you guys know if she ever does her homework. That's so far she has not. But anyways, thank you guys. We will talk to you next week. Peace.
Nice outro.